And welcome. Oh, sorting that out. Welcome. Oh, we're live. Are we live? Yeah. Yay. Good morning and welcome to the Pilates for Runners session. I'm Louise from Studio 44 Pilates, and we are going to do a session on specifically for runners. Now, I did say if you've been doing it with me each week, that I was going to do a standing session. I have a confession. I have an injury, a running injury. And wouldn't have been able to do a standing session, so we are going to do another lying down session, but it's going to be a bit of an endurance session. So I've got a knee problem, which I'm sure, unlike most runners, I've carried on running with it, although I have been working on it as well. But anyway, never mind. So today we are going to do some really basic exercises, also a couple of exercises once we've warmed up, and we're going to do an endurance one. Hi, Donna. We're going to do it in endurance, so that because when you run for long periods, you just don't do 10 or something and then stop. So we need to build up this core strength for you when you are running, so that when you get tired, it helps you. So it's all about keeping that pelvis stable, strong, keeping the core working and keeping that back strong, so when we get going. So we are going to start on our backs in a neutral position. Now, if you've never done Pilates before, I will take you through it very briefly. If you want to find out more about Pilates, then head to my YouTube channel, Studio 44 Pilates, where you will find a playlist of beginners. So it takes you through the whole routine, takes you through the whole technique of Pilates. So go and have a look at that if you've not done Pilates before. But Pilates is fab for running. And I'm not just saying that. So we are going to start on our backs. We're going to find ourselves in what we call a neutral position. So we're just going to lie on our backs, heels underneath the knees, arms down by the side, and we're going to take it into a pelvic tilt. But before we do that, I want you to make sure that this is all relaxed. Shoulders get tense when you're running. We need to focus on relaxing them, just letting them be, and all the energy come into this area of our body. We're going to push our lower back into the mat. We're going to squeeze those inner thighs just slightly. Imagine there's a ball between them. So you're just getting the inner thighs working. And you're just going to lift the bottom only off the floor. And as you do that, you're going to squeeze your glutes and take it back down. And again, so we're going to take it lower back into the mat. Draw that pubic bone towards the belly button and come out of it. Good. And again. So while we're doing this, think about those shoulders being nice and relaxed. And just start to work that core, so squeezing those glutes. Let's do two more. So breathing in and breathe out. Brilliant, one more. Good. From there, we're going to take our arms out to the side and we're going to take our legs side to side. So we're just warming up that lower back and getting our body and our mind ready for doing some exercise, because we are going to do some today. So working through that center, as you come, bring your legs back up. Pull in a little bit more, your tummy button towards your spine. Brilliant. One more each side. Good. Okay. From here, we're going to keep those heels underneath our feet and we're going to take our arms here. We're going to take it into a shoulder bridge. So we do that lovely pelvic tilt we were doing. Keep the back into the mat and then start to peel the spine off. So we're going to squeeze those glutes. We're going to keep drawing that pubic bone towards that belly button as we take each part or each vertebrae off the mat, and lengthen through that spine as we do so. So our glutes should be really firing to keep us up there. Our hips are square to the ceiling. We're going to breathe in as we take those arms back. Just have a nice stretch and breathe out. In breath here and roll it back down. So you're getting each part of that spine back down onto the mat and back into your comfortable position. Good, let's do that again. So breathing out. So really think about tilting. Keep tilting. If you've got stiff backs, you might find you curve nicely and then you just go it goes straight and you come up in one bit. That's fine, just keep working through it. But I want these glutes really working for me. Make sure the heels are underneath the knees. Breathing in and breathe out. In breath and then roll back down. Good, trying to get each part of that spine back onto the mat. It's so nice. And again, take it up. Breathing out as you do so. Squeeze those glutes. Lengthen through the spine if you need to. Keep the collarbone nice and open. Good. Breathing in and breathe out. Lovely. In breath and roll back down. Well done. Good. From there, we're going to take our legs up one at a time, bent. And we're going to take our arms out to the side. So from here, we're going to take our legs to the side. So we're still warming up slightly, pulling up through that centre and bringing it back to the centre. Keep these shoulders on the ground if you can, so only go as far as you can. So again, I'm going to have to work here more to bring my legs back up. Do it one more each time. If this is too much, just keep your feet on the floor. That's absolutely fine too. Good. Focus on that breathing. Excellent. And back. Right, so we're going to keep our legs here and make sure that the knees are above the hips. And I'm going to take you through the 3 exercises that we are then going to do for a bit of endurance, just so that you really work and we go through that. Tired, pain, whatever you want to call it. So the first exercise is going to be bent leg scissors. So they're all running related in that there's the movement of your legs. So from here, push it back into the mat if you're not used to Pilates, and you're going to take your leg away, breathing out. And the movement comes from the hip. So we breathe out for 4, come back up for 4. Good. So it's a really small move, but I've got to draw that tummy button to my spine to keep this working, to keep my back from moving off the mat. Okay, so this is called bent leg scissors. So breathing out, breathing in. Now your tendency is to want to tense up those shoulders, but we want to keep those nice and relaxed. So everything comes from here. Brilliant. Good. Okay. So I'm not telling you what we're going to do yet, but you will in a minute. So that's bent leg scissors. We're then going to take it into one leg stretch. Now you can keep your head down. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to curl up. So we want to really lengthen those legs away and pull one towards you. And lengthen your arms out as well for me. So try and get to that ankle if you can. So we're going to breathe in and breathing out. And hopefully you can start to see that this is sort of mechanics for your running. But the other really important thing is that you keep your upper body still. So although you're going to be doing lots of these in a minute, you want to keep everything. You want to keep that pelvis in line so it's not rocking around. Your upper body's not rocking around. Good. Have a rest. Take those knees to the chest. So, to chest even. So from there, we're going to take it into double leg stretch. So again, still all running related exercises. So we're going to take both legs away and lengthen our arms and bring it back in. Now, if this is too much, take your legs up in the air. That's absolutely fine. Okay, but if you can take them away, make sure your back's not coming off the ground, and you're just lengthening through here and back in. And again. Good, and away. Excellent. Well done. So I have my little timer here. So we're going to make it a little bit harder. We're going to go through those exercises. We'll start off with one leg stretch, but I'll do it with you. And we're going to do them for a minute because you just don't do 10 when you are working out. So we're going to try the endurance side of it for a little bit of fun. So get yourself in position and we're going to take it into this one. So again, you can have your head down. So let's go. Let's go for a minute. We're going now. Let's go. So don't go too fast. And I want you to think about really lengthening through that spine, lowering those armpits and lengthening. And all the time we are working that, pulling that pubic bone towards the belly button. Good. Keep that going for me. This is when I wish I'd opened my window. Good. Keep it going. So we're trying to really lengthen through those arms. We're trying to keep that upper body nice and still because we want that nice and still when we're doing our workout. Lovely. Good. Woohoo. How are we doing? We're halfway there. Excellent. Keep it going. Lovely. So once you get used to doing this, I seem to be losing people as it numbers are going down. That's not a good sign, is it? We have to work at these things, you know. Good. And again, lengthening through the spine. Whoa, keep it going. If you need to put that head down, do so. Excellent. Okay. 3 seconds. 2, 1, and we're going to take it into double leg stretch. So have a rest if you need it. So we're taking the legs away and back. Breathing in. Good. Excellent. Keep that going. So you don't want your back coming off the mat. So you try and push it into. If that's finding too much, take it down and take it away, or take it like that. Good. Okay. Keep that going. So lengthen those legs away. Think about how you've been in your running. You want to really lengthen, open up those hips, get that stride nice and long. Good. Over halfway done. Keep it going. Woohoo! I hope someone's doing it with me and it's not just me. Good, keep it going. 15 seconds left, just under. 10. Good, one more. Last 5. Ooh. Good, 2 more. Bring those knees to the chest, well done. Excellent. Okay, and we're going to take it into bent leg scissors. So we'll stay here, and hopefully you'll start to feel it in that center now. So we're taking it away, breathing out, breathing in. So you don't have to go as low. I want to keep your back into the mat. Breathing it out. Pull that tummy back towards the spine. You're going to start to feel it a little bit more now. Good. Keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. Good. Well done. Ooh, I'm certainly feeling it. I hope you are too. But it's so important to keep this core nice and strong so it keeps your pelvis still when you're running. Pelvis is king. You should be lengthening. You should know, get yourself, as you do when you go out for long runs, you still need to work all these areas as well. How are we doing? We've got 15 seconds left. Keep it going. Breathing out, breathing in. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Let's take that tension away from those shoulders. And if you focus on doing that as well, when you get tired when you're running, you can know that you can relax your shoulders. Brilliant. Well done. Bring those knees to the chest. Have a stretch. Woohoo! How's that feeling? Oh, slightly a bit warmer now. So from here, just take legs side to side again. It's a really good one to build up. So start with a minute and then just start building the time up. You can get these little apps on your phone. I'm sure you're aware of them. But just put your phone on stopwatch and see what it's doing. But it's quite nice when it rings for you. Good. Bring that back to the center. Let's take it into a pelvic tilt again. Just pushing that lower back into the mat. Lovely. Squeezing the glutes, pulling up through that center. Lovely. And up into a shoulder bridge. Just mobilizing that spine. In breath at the top. And breathe out. Try to get each part of that spine back onto the mat. Good. Okay. So again, if you haven't done Pilates before and this is fairly new to you, it's really important in running. And as I said, you've got the time to do a little bit extra practice. It's a nice thing to bring in. Excellent. Sit yourself up for me. Woo. Take the arm over to the side and just give yourself a nice stretch. And the other way. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I'd really like to know. Nice things, of course. Change sides. Good. Just get yourself a stretch out. And obviously do some other stretches as well, but we're going to run out of time now. And take it the other way. Brilliant. Well done. I really hope you've enjoyed. Do let me know. And if you're watching it on the replay, put #replay and let me know. Injury bearing, I will do a standing session next week for you, so we get back into the what it's like when you're actually running, and you can put some of those things into practice. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you next week at 10 o'clock.